What's good, Pride? So as we start this new chapter in my journey of life and this second coming of the YouTube channel, Jay King Tha Nomad, I think it was important to let the subscribers I do have and the subscribers that are going to be coming who the hell I am. So let's get into it. So different names I go by. Jay King is the simple way, the simple one. King, Jay King Tha Nomad, Jay King the Rebel, Jay King the Coach, Coach King, formerly known as Coach OG. Yeah, those are different names that I'm mostly known by today. And we ain't gonna talk about old nicknames and family nicknames. Those are the names that y'all can call me. So right now I go by, it's just really just Jay King. The Tha is just, I do a lot. So, I just kind of throw a little accent on the end, I guess, or subtitle, so to speak. When I'm doing something else, Jay King the baller, Jay King the like I said, the coach, you know what I'm saying? Jay King the whatever you got, call me what you want, just be respectful. One thing about me a lot of people don't know about is I was heavy into music. I was a rapper, producer, writer, all that. You know what I'm saying? I was very heavy into music. I do have songs out under the name Jay King the Rebel. Jay King the Rebel was my rap name. After Jay King, I found out somebody else's name, Jay King, some R&B singer from back in the day or something. So they kept mixing my stuff, so I changed my name. That's why I came up with Jay King the Rebel. Talked to my boys about that. And I was potentially going to start battle rapping at the time, but then I decided that battle rap be too much for me because they be taking it too far sometimes, and I'm just not... I don't have the mental capacity for that one. So, yeah. Now, I also used to act. I've never done anything big per se as far as like, feature film and, like big stage, whatever, in the movies, nothing like that. I've done a lot of independent films. Shout out to my homegirl, Cherie. Shout out to my homegirl, Vaughn. Who I worked with, both of them a lot, especially Vaughn. Like Vaughn, that's my homie, that's my sister. Same name was Sheree, that's the homie too. But me and Vaughn, like this, you know what I'm saying? Capricorn shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, did a few acting. I was actually pretty good, you know what I'm saying? I might get back into acting in the right circumstance, but right now this is my focus. But yeah, and along with that, I also used to write music for films, mostly independent films. I will write music for those films as well, and executive produce the music for a few independent films. In the midst of me acting, I did start modeling too. I started modeling when I came back from Iraq, because when I went to Iraq, that's when I started lifting. Like I always been athletic shape, but I was, I'm naturally very slim or skinny. So I had to lift to actually put on some weight. And that's when I kind of got more into fitness and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always really I stayed in shape through playing sports. So that's when I started lifting. So I put on some muscle when I came back from Iraq. That was back in 2009, 2010. And then I started getting some attention from social media asking me about modeling. So I, decided to start getting modeling. I was signed to an agency in New York at one point. Then I kind of went a little freelance, and then I ended up leaving it alone. But yeah, that I modeled for a while. So as you can see already, I've done a lot. I definitely spent most of my time as in entertainment. Now, like I mentioned, when I went to Iraq, that's when I started lifting. Eventually, I got into as I got into lifting, I felt like I wanted a challenge, and I wanted to see where I stand against other people who lift regularly and elite lifters. So I decided to get into bodybuilding, competing. I decided to try to be a competing bodybuilder and just get on the stage and see how it goes. I did very well, actually. I got fourth place in my first competition, first and only. I was gonna do it again, but things got in the way during that time, and I didn't do it. And I decided that it is a lot that goes into it. Maybe I'll do a video on that, bringing some bodybuilders as well for y'all to talk to, or to talk to you rather about the process. But it's a very, very discipline-oriented process, and even though I'm one that is very disciplined, it's another type of process that can get intense. And me doing and being focused on so many other things, I'm not really in a place to compete. A lot of people ask me now, like, why I don't try to compete. Yeah, I only do natural events because I can't compete with somebody that's not natural. For one, I'm naturally small, so I'm not going to win that. But they told me when I competed my first time, they told me I really lost because they said I possibly came in second. The guy that came in first, I don't think I would have beat him. Like, he looked great, phenomenal. I mean, they all looked great, but he was just like phenomenal. And he was tall. Not that it really matters, but to be tall and be at that is pretty big. Like I said, the taller you get, sometimes you don't look as buff or you don't look as cut. So it depends on your body type, but he pretty much had it, man. Very model, the model shape, and he was military. It's funny, a lot of us were military. But yeah, they said I could at least probably gotten second if I was better at posing. And the posing, honestly, for me, was the hardest part because I just felt so weird and awkward because I just wasn't that type of person. But it was a great experience, though. I loved it. It was fun. It taught me a lot about lifting. It taught me a lot about, developing my body and bodybuilding in general. And it taught me a lot about, the culture of fitness. I think at that time, looking back at it, I still feel like I was very new to the fitness culture. Like, I wasn't new to fitness and working out anymore. So I had a couple years under my belt lifting and everything. But I got deeper into the culture, and I think it taught me a lot about the culture because, like, there was no arrogance or anything. Everybody was just so cool and friendly. That's why I feel like every once in a while people will come across a fitness content creator or even just a person that's in the fitness, and they just give the culture a bad name, and it shuns people away from getting in that gym and or doing what they got to do, period. And I'm telling you, the majority of people are going to back you. Like, I'm going to talk to my people at my gym. And I go to Crunch, and it's a small Crunch. So it gives you that kind of that small gym feel a little bit. And everybody knows everybody because we go so early in the morning, so we're all used to seeing each other. So I'll talk to them to see if they're comfortable. I just want to kind of show what it's like. Everybody's so friendly, or just show from my perspectives, everybody's so friendly. And it's not just because it's me, because I'm, part of the community or I'm fit. No, we talk to people that aren't as fit, and they're, but we respect the grind. Even my boy, he's not that fit yet. He's on the road, but they respect the grind. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he put in that work, they're watching him put in that work. You know what I'm saying? They respect that the work you put in on the journey. But that portion of my life, man, is one of the things that kind of like pushed me to another level as well. Another thing about me, I am a multi-sport athlete. Like, I am just a natural athlete. My main sport was basketball, but I was also really good at football. I honestly think I should have played football due to the perceptual restriction that I would have being only 5'7". So, that's kind of a rarity to be able to go at a higher level when you're shorter, because it is a sport of giants. So, despite how you gotta be super special. And I think I would have had a better chance playing football because I was so athletic, and I was actually pretty decent football player. Even though I didn't play organized, when I would play, around, and I did get asked to play football by my high school coach, and I was not going, bro. I was like, nah, y'all not gonna put me out there. He was like, you play, I think you'd be a good cornerback. And at the time, I didn't really know what that was. And I was like, wait, ain't that defense? Now, I didn't know exactly what goes into it and all that stuff, but I could have learned. I would have been a late bloomer, but I think I would have been a pretty good football player, because looking at some of my translating skills from basketball, I would have been a good football player, because I play pretty physical, so I'm not afraid of physicality, but I was thinking more at the time about how much smaller I was than everybody else, because I was skinny. So I didn't think I had the ability to really pack on muscle, but I also didn't know how to. So, and then looking at the size of a lot of NFL players now, I'm realizing like, they ain't that much bigger than me, bro. I could have did that, bro. I could have did that. But being an athlete led me to later on deciding to get into coaching. Actually, the chain of that went from being an athlete, and then I became a personal trainer when I started lifting. And from being a personal trainer, I was asked to train one of my coworkers' kid. I was working at a hospital. He was asking me to train his son, who's a basketball player. I was like, yeah, I could do that. I was like, I never trained a kid. I was like, but I could do that. Like, one, I research heavy. I'm very knowledgeable. I just had to cater my knowledge to a child. I think I did pretty good. But that turned to me training more kids, which turned to me actually ended up coaching, assistant coaching. And then I ended up coaching here in Georgia. And not only was I coaching basketball, I ended up coaching track and flag football. I actually hold a county championship in track, which this year was my first year coaching track. I hold a regional or area championship in basketball. I've went back-to-back seasons with undefeated teams. And this year we had 4 teams. 3 of them were undefeated. One was had just 1 loss. Last year, both our teams were undefeated. So I've had undefeated seasons. Flag football this year, we got cheated in the county championship. We should have won that, but we once again both won regional / area championships, undefeated seasons, regular seasons. So I've been pretty successful, and I love it. My philosophy has always been discipline for myself, and I decided I had to figure out what my philosophy was as a coach, and I decided to take my personal philosophies and use them in coaching. Like I said, discipline and hard work, and I think that has what's led us to victories and being successful as a group, as a team, and me personally as a coach. Now, I'm a really big basketball enthusiast. I love basketball. I watch it every platform. Like, I'm watching the Big Three. I'm watching NBA. I'm watching WNBA. I'm watching FIBA. I'm watching 3-on-3, FIBA 3v3. Like, I'm watching the, next chapter 1v1s. Like, I'm watching all the basketball I can watch. Like, I just love basketball. But if I would pick any sport to compete with basketball, for me, it would be MMA. I'm a big MMA enthusiast as well. I haven't watched as many events as I used to due to you got to pay for everything now. I did watch at the time of this recording last night was Ronda Rousey came back and fought. I don't know why I can't think of her name right now, but Ronda Rousey came back 17 seconds armbar. It was crazy. Good to see her back, but. I'm really big on MMA. I do train. I've been training since 2007. So I have not, what's the word I'm looking for? I've not been in a gym, training in a gym for a while, but I do every once in a while, do shadow moves and stuff like that. I definitely shadow box. I've been boxing since I was 15, so that's always been a thing. But I do a lot of stuff on my own as well. And if I find people that can roll with me, just keep my jiu-jitsu up, that's always great. But I do shadow moves, stuff like that to keep my movement up. yeah, so I'm really big MMA as well. I love MMA. My favorite, in case anybody's wondering, my favorite fighter of all time is John Jones. Johnny Bones Jones. I don't care what nobody say about him, whatever. Like, you say what you want, you argue what you want. That is my favorite fighter of all time. Another one of my favorite fighters of all time, Anderson Silva and Jose Aldo. Love those guys too as well, man. But yeah, they're incredible. Those incredible fighters. I love MMA. I absolutely love it. Once I got into it, like I got into it when I joined the Army. Met a guy. I want to say his name was Wes. Yeah, I think his name was Wes. Man was tall as hell. I think it was like 6'7" or something like that. Like, he was tall as a mug. 6'8", 6'9". I don't know. He was tall as hell, but tall, lanky dude. And he the one that introduced me to. He's the first person to really introduced me to jiu-jitsu, and he told me, "You never want to throw a punch again." I was like, "I don't know, bro. It's like something about feeling a jaw crack on your knuckles. Like, I don't think you ever take that away from me. I've been boxing for a long time, bro. I don't think you're gonna stop me from loving boxing. I still love boxing, but not as much as I love just breaking an arm or choking you out. I don't know what it is, man. It's like forcibly taking your soul from you. I don't know what it is. It sounds bad for somebody to try to be positive, but, all right, y'all heard me mention that I was a youth athletic trainer. I still am a youth athletic trainer. It's been picking up. The more I coach, the more people ask me to train their kids over the summer. So I am a youth athletic trainer, but on top of that, I'm also a fitness trainer, regular fitness trainer, fitness and wellness. Actually, I put those two together now. I'm mostly focused on the wellness side, but also keeping the body. So people don't understand how your body and your mind are connected, and your wellness is based off of the connection between those two things. So I do that as well. So I'm also, like I said, a fitness coach, a wellness coach, and a youth athletic trainer. I'm also a life coach and motivational speaker, hence the King Speeches. That is what I do. I'm working on getting to events and stuff like that, and actually doing a more public speaking at events and seminars or whatever. So I'm working on that part, but that is part of what I do as well. Big part. Also, I mentioned how, I started lifting while I was deployed in the Army. I joined the Army 2007. So I was in the Army for 12 years, joined in 2007, had my accident in 2019. I went in doing logistics, automated logistics supply specialist, 92 Alpha for those who know. And then I ended up switching over right before we deployed. For the deployment, I was requested by my unit. They needed more line platoon, more engineers. I was in the engineering unit, so I ended up transferring over to, at the time it was 21. I think they ended up going back to the 12 series, but I changed over to 21/12 Charlie, which is combat bridging engineer. So I deployed as that. And another thing you'll see on the channel coming up is you will notice that I travel a lot. I am a world traveler, a culture seeker. I'm not a culture vulture. I like to go indulge, learn, and participate in other cultures. I do not go to other countries just to say I went there, which I'm not gonna lie, a lot of y'all do. You don't learn the culture, you don't indulge in the culture. Shit, y'all don't even respect the culture, to be honest. But me, I try to be a local. I try to be a local. A lot of times people think I live there. Where I go, they think I live there because I'm so indulged, and I do so much research on the way there, before I go there, that I integrate a lot better. It's not till I speak that most times they know I'm not a part of, especially I go to places in Africa and stuff like that. Also, like Latin America, I've had Latin Americans actually think I was from there, especially like Dominican Republic. They thought I was, a lot of them thought I was from there. And mainly because, there are dark-skinned Dominicans. But not only that, Haiti is right there, so a lot of them thought I was just Haitian. So a lot of them thought I lived there too. By the way, I had to take the hoodie off because I had to stop my camera because my camera was overheating. Had to take the hoodie off, just getting a little too hot too quick. And the one thing that a lot of y'all already know about me, my car is dusty, man. I got to clean my car. But a lot of something that a lot of y'all already know about me is that I'm a gamer. I'm not like a very big gamer, but I do like to game. Of course, I own a system, but I do like to game a lot. I've been getting into other games. Waiting for GTA to come out, man. I'll probably be in another country by the time it come out, but I'm excited and ready. I thought it was coming out this year. They pushed it back again. I don't know when it's coming out no more. When y'all gonna drop the game, man? Stop teasing us. Drop the damn game. But yes, I am a gamer, especially basketball gamer. Basketball's my thing, so I love playing basketball games. It's just unfortunate that we only have one, and that's 2K. Not gonna get back into that, but yeah. All right, so I think I covered everything. The last thing I'll say about myself is I am a single lover boy. I am single, no kids, and I am a big lover boy, man. Don't get it twisted. You push me, I beat your ass. But to the ladies, I'm a lover boy. I love love. I love to be in love. I seek love. I want love. I want to be loved. I want to give love. I am a big lover boy. So y'all might see little hints of that too. You know what I'm saying? Especially as I'm traveling. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to start a series, man. Let me know in the comments what I should call it. I want to start a series where basically I travel the world looking for my wife. Like, I don't know what to call it, though. Like, King meets Queen, or King looks for Queen, or for my Spanish folks, Bosco Esposa. I don't know, man. That might be a little corny. I don't know. Let me know what I should name it. If I can give me some insight, help a brother out, man. Tell me in the comments what I should call it. I'm gonna start a little series of me. You know what I'm saying? I might show us some little dates and how I function, not being able to. I don't really speak Spanish right now. That's another thing too, man. I'm learning Spanish. I'm actually progressing very well right now. I'm trying to stay consistent because I've not been in the past, but I'm a little more motivated now than I was in the past too. So. Yeah, but man, that's it, man. Hopefully that gives y'all a great insight on what to expect from me, because I'm just gonna show more of me and show my life and everything and how I navigate life, to show you and teach you possibly how to live a more healthy and wealthy life. You know what I'm saying? Not just financially, but mentally and emotionally. That's the wrong side. Emotionally. But yeah, man. That's me, Jay King. I'm out. King Speech.